Assalamualaikum and a very good evening everyone. My name is Muhammad Ikhtiaruddin bin Isam, matrix number 060230 from Band 2B. And today I would like to present about the logo that I designed to represent myself. Okay, first and foremost, before I design my logo, I ask myself the question, what makes me me? I mean, what makes me Ikhtiar, my name? Okay, what aspects of myself that I want to put into the logo and show to everyone. Later I come to the answer of using symbolism, that is the use of symbols to represent ideas or qualities. Next, this is my logo. For the base of the logo, I use a black circle, and at the center of it you can see the legendary phoenix, a firebird that we usually heard in legends or myth. But this time I didn't use the color red or orange for the phoenix, but I used purple instead. I will explain further later. And next is I put several ukiwa patterns filled with black flowers and Japanese fans. Firstly, about the base shape of the logo. Why did I choose circle? Because for me, I see circle as something that can roll to anywhere they want. Because of their shape, they can just go anywhere. And for me, it symbolizes freedom. That is the freedom to choose and do something according to my own preferences. As much as I love freedom, I'm not someone rebellious, that is to just disobey the rules in the name of freedom. No, I will do something according to the law. One example of how I love freedom so much is when I play games. I love to play something that allows the players to do whatever they want, whenever they want, and whether they want to do it or not. The best example for this is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild by Nintendo, a game which the players, when there are no restrictions to the players at all. Okay, next is the color of the logo. For the base, I use the color black. Why? Because according to Professor Tanya Kelly from University of Missouri, black is what is perceived with the human eye when light is absent or when all wavelengths of visible spectrum are absorbed. In other words, black is the absence of all colors. White is when every other colors is combined together and it produces white. But black, no, it has no other colors at all. Okay, for anyone, it may sound like it is sad to not have any colors at all. But to me, I view black as it can be filled because it is empty. It can be filled with any colors, anything you want. And as a person, I want to be someone who can adapt and accept anything and everything new, to learn something new, to practice something new, and to gain new knowledge every day. Next is the phoenix itself, which sits at the centermost of my logo. A phoenix is a majestic firebird that exists in almost every culture around the world. In English, we call it phoenix. In India, it is known as Garuda, and in China, it is known as Feng Huang. I hope I pronounced that right. Okay, this shows that a phoenix is a really well-known creature, even though it is not exist. In almost every language, they have their terms for it. And because of this, I really admire the phoenix. Apart from it being my favorite mythical creature, I want to be something like, no, I don't want to lit a flame and be on fire. I mean, I want to become someone who has some great achievements that people will look up to me in awe. Okay. Next, when a phoenix dies, it will burn in flames and rise from its own ashes. If anyone have watched a Harry Potter movie, I think in one of their movie, Professor Dumbledore shows to Harry Potter, his bird pet, which is a phoenix. And a few minutes after Harry first saw the bird, it dies. It rises in flame and turns into its ashes. And a few minutes later, a new bird, a new baby bird, born from the flame. And for me, it symbolizes hope and strong will. Just like the phoenix that emerged from its own ashes, a person, a man, can emerge from its own failure. If I fail at to do something, I cannot choose to just forever being a failure, but I need to be like the phoenix, to raise again and try again until I reach success. Next, okay. As for the biggest question, why did I choose the color red? I didn't choose the color red like this, but choose the color purple instead for my logo. Simple, because purple is my favorite color. As for why it is my favorite color, because I see purple as something that can be, the color that can be seen as both cute and cool, and I love both of them. For example, purple rose is cute, but dark purple rose, it is cool. And it might sound irony, but I prefer both of cool and cool things. And second, it is to show oddity, to show something unique. We have never seen a purple phoenix before, and that is why I choose to make my phoenix unique, to be different compared to anyone else. And that is as a person, I want to become someone unique, maybe a bit of a weirdo. That is to be different from someone else, to stand out, not in a bad way, but in a good way. Okay, next, at the background I put several Yukiwa patterns, just like this in the my logo. In my logo, these are the Yukiwa patterns, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. I put 8 of them. Yukiwa is Japanese for snowflakes. It represents snowflakes and was drawn before people could see the real geometry of snowflakes. And these snowflakes are complex geometry shaped entirely by nature. And one of the most widely spread supposition about these mini ice crystals is that no two are alike, meaning that each snowflakes are different from one another. Just like I said with the phoenix before, all of them are unique, each to their own, which I want to become someone unique. Next is the pattern inside the Yukiwa. If you look at my logo, there are two kinds of pattern. First is these black flowers, and the second one is these Japanese fans. Okay, for the explanation. Okay, for the black flower, actually, as much as we see black flowers inside movies or books or pictures, there are actually no real black flowers in real life, and all of them are actually only have very dark shades of purple or red. Just like these two flowers here, this one I forgot its name, and this is dark Kanaba rose, I think. This is a very dark shade of purple, and this is a very dark shades of red, so dark that we almost see them as black. And these blacks symbolizes mystery, uniqueness, power, and elegance. I'm sorry, but these four things is something that I wish to achieve and become someone successful. Okay, moving on. Sorry. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you for listening. I hope my logo here, where's my logo? My logo can properly represents myself.